Okay, then in severe protein deficiency, decreased production of retinol binding protein prevents the mobilization of liver retinol reserves. So in severe deficient conditions, there will be decreased production of, in severe vitamin A deficiency, there will be decreased production of RBP, thereby the vitamin A that retinol stores in the liver can't be mobilized. So we are going to talk about the deficiency now. Deficiency of vitamin A leads to the following conditions. The following conditions include night blindness, conjunctival xerosis, bite spots, then corneal xerosis, and keratomalacia. All these conditions are together known as xerophthalmia. Ophthalmia meaning dry eye. So these are all the conditions which occur, ocular conditions, because of vitamin A deficiency, which includes night blindness, conjunctival xerosis, bite spot, corneal xerosis, and keratomalacia. Night blindness: the lack of vitamin A first causes night blindness, or the inability to see in dim light. The mother herself can detect this condition when her child cannot see in late evenings or find her in a darkened room. Night blindness is due to impairment in dark adaptation. Unless vitamin A is increased, the condition may get worse, especially when children also suffer from diarrhea and other infections. So night blindness is due to vitamin A. Night blindness is due to vitamin A deficiency, which causes delayed dark adaptation. So that's the key point here. Then the conjunctival xerosis. This is the first clinical sign of vitamin A deficiency. This has to be noted. This is a very valid point. It is the conjunctival xerosis is the first clinical sign of vitamin A deficiency. The conjunctiva becomes dry and non-wettable. Instead of looking smooth and shiny, it appears muddy and wrinkled. It has been well described as emerging like sandbags at receding tide. Emerging as sandbags at receding tide. I love this word, so I am going to write it. Conjunctival xerosis emerges as sandbanks on a receding tide. And definitely I'm going to show a picture of how the sandbanks look on a receding tide in a moment. As I have promised, I'm going to show you the emerging like sandbags at receding tide phrase given attributed to conjunctival xerosis. Here you can clearly see there's some parallel line like thin and some wavy pattern. They call this as the emerging sandbag on a receding tide, and you're going to see the tide now. Where is the tide? like, yeah, this is a receding tide which is going back, and you can see these sandbanks formed here which almost look like these. Oh, that is the thing. Oh, that's it. Now moving on to the bitard spots. The bitard spots are triangular, pearly white or yellowish foamy spots on the bulbar conjunctiva on either side of the cornea. They are frequently bilateral. Bitard spots in young children usually indicate vitamin A deficiency. In older individuals, these spots are often inactive sequelae of an earlier disease. So I'm going to show you how the bitard spots look. Away the blackboard away. Okay, here is a very nice picture of a bitard spot. As I have said, it's a triangular. It's here. It is whitish in color on the bulbar conjunctiva on either side, but here it is only in the temporal side. Mostly it is bilateral, and that is the thing. Corneal cirrhosis. This stage is particularly serious. The cornea appears dull, dry and non-wettable, like what I have said in the conjunctival cirrhosis, that is dry and non-wettable. Here is also the cornea becomes dry and non-wettable. It does not have a moist appearance. In more severe deficiency, there may be a corneal ulceration. It might become an ulcer. It might become corneal ulcer. The ulcer may heal, leaving a corneal scar which can affect vision. So this is about the corneal cirrhosis. Then the final stage, keratomalacia. Malacia, which means liquefaction. Keratomalacia. So kerato meaning cornea. So liquefaction of the cornea is a grave medical emergency. The cornea may become soft and may burst open. The process is a rapid one. If the eye collapses, vision is lost. It is one of the major causes of blindness in India and is frequently associated with protein energy malnutrition. So it has to be taken into account. It is a major cause of blindness, and it is associated with protein energy malnutrition. So coming to the extraocular manifestations, these include follicular hyperkeratosis, anorexia and growth retardation. So as I have said, in the functioning of the when I talked about the functions of the vitamin, I have told that vitamin A is responsible for the skeletal growth, and so its deficiency lead on to growth retardation. No wonder anorexia and hyperkeratosis